All right, it's time for crypto now, and we see a little bit of relief, very slight, and not even less than marginal relief. That's what we see on the board there. We see Bitcoin is in the green, but if you look at the number, you know it's not yet time to take a break at 0.06% increase because we are not even up to 27,000. Perhaps those who have been trying to get into Bitcoin might find this an interesting time. Ethereum is still down, is still in the red, 1.42% down at 1,639.93, and a whole lot of red here, but at least it's better than, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? We still have touch and splash of green. But let's look at the numbers very well now. Let's see. Okay, let's look at the index. Do we have the index to see where that is there? 37. We're still doing our 30s. Unfortunately, not even up to. We're not neutral this time. Everybody is afraid of getting into the market, afraid of taking decisions at 37 index point. Now let's look at those numbers. There you have it. The Bitcoin price, we see the Ethereum is down there. BNB gained a bit from yesterday, 2.59. Cardano also is, well, the usual, down 0.30% as an XRP is recovered a little bit. Let's just stay here while we bring in Franklin to help us understand some of those movements in the market. Hi, Franklin. Good morning. Franklin Peters is the Chief Executive Officer of Boundless Pay. Franklin, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, so I don't think we can celebrate when we look at the price of Bitcoin. So even though it's recovered just a little bit, 0.1, it's not even up to 27,000 yet. And then we see like XRP, I know it looks better than yesterday this time. XRP is also up and BNB, but what's really going on in the market?
All right, so every 4 years, the market goes through what we call different cycles. So in the last 4 years, we've experienced the bear cycle, and just before the bull run, we experienced the final hurrah, which we call the capitulation. And after the capitulation, the market now starts moving up. So what we saw a couple of days ago is the final capitulation. It's still moving downwards, right? So even though while that happens, you may see a few relief, the market may go up a little bit, but the fear, according to the index that you just showed a few seconds ago, the fear is still high. People are not yet comfortable with getting into the market. So don't be carried away with the small greens. We may still see BTC below 25,000, right? We may still see Ethereum below 1.5, and the rest of the market, go down a little more before we start coming back up. But that's, just don't be carried away by the small greens, right? Take your time, do your research, study the market, and understand that during capitulations, a lot of people shed off their portfolios in order to buy back at the bottom. That's basically what's going on now.
So do we have any idea when this drop will end? Perhaps if I was an investor and I was waiting for the dip, to be able to get on board, do we have any idea?
So according to the cycles, all of us within the ecosystem understand that the bull run would likely happen next year because of the Bitcoin halving. For those who understand, every 4 years, Bitcoin reward system halves. So that usually causes a bull run. No matter how long this capitulation takes, it will not go beyond towards the end of the year. All right, I've always said it to my community that, say by November, December, people will gradually start getting into the market in preparation for the bull run. So this is, for those who want to invest, this is a good time to start getting in small. Like you can buy as little as you can. Don't go in fully with your entire portfolio, right? You can buy little by little. So even if it goes down, it doesn't affect your entire portfolio.
But as you said, obviously, any investor needs to do their research, talk to their consultant before they make any of those decisions.
Very important, very important. The market is all about sentiments. It's all about, you getting to understand the situation of things you getting to understand the mindset of the big players in the market. These players include some banks, internationally, includes institutions who have deep pockets, who invest heavily into the market. So some of those research fundamentally should take you to study what they are currently doing. If they are not buying, it may not be time for you to buy. If they are selling, that may be time for you to relax, because their entrance and exits into the market affect the market massively. According to the last 1 week, there has been a lot of spotlight on some big exchanges, especially the ones that are well known. I don't want to mention names. So those affect sentiments in the market. So you do your research, you understand what everybody is thinking, what the big pockets are doing, then you make your decision whether you enter or not. But like I said, do not enter with your entire portfolio. You enter with little capital by little capital, and over time, your portfolio will balance.
Remember that you have to live your life before the halving of Bitcoin next year and before any gains. But yesterday there was this thing about Shiba Inu community and all of that. Could you give us the gist of it?
All right, so in the blockchain space, most projects of currencies, cryptocurrencies that we are created to solve some certain problems. So at the initial stage, the original ideas they had in creating those solutions may be flawed by one or two errors, right? It may be maybe that the cryptocurrency becomes slower than they thought. It may not be large enough to accommodate the number of people that come into the network. So what they do is that they create a layer 2 solution on top of that original solution, thereby helping to scale the entire system. So Shiba Inu token had gotten a lot of buzz, got quite big, but they needed to scale. So they launched a new network called Shibarium. So Shibarium attracted massive attention from their community. And within 24 hours, they got like tens of millions of new wallets registered in the network, thereby shutting down the network. So imagine where you are creating a solution to solve a problem, and that new solution now becomes another problem. So they had to shut down the network for about 30 minutes to get back to their drawing board and solve the new problem that had created for them. But the main thing is that it shows that their community is quite receptive of their new ideas. And the CEO had to put out a news on I think 2 days ago, telling the community that they should relax, that they are trying to fix the whole issue. So let's look forward to what they are coming up with, and hope that solves the problem really. Or maybe they have to create a new solution to solve the problem again.
We hope the solution will not cause another problem. But what has this been doing to the coin?
So the coin Shibarium, Shiba itself, right?
Yes,
I think it was last month. It saw about 20% pump above the market, while other coins were still delaying. I think Ripple did something similar as well. But while this whole thing was happening, alongside other coins in the market, Shiba dumped as well. I think Shiba is currently trading at 0.0008316. That's about 16% below the price it was trading last week. So basically, still following. The dump is not so much, but I don't think if what happened did not happen, the coin wouldn't dump. I think it's still just following the market movement. So let's just look forward to what the new improvement will be.
But I guess, with stability in the community, it will also spill over to the coin.
Definitely.
All right. Thank you so much, Franklin Peters, Chief Executive Officer of Boundless Pay. Thank you for your perspective.
Thank you so much.
All right, shall we just do a glance over to the top gainers and losers, looking much better again compared to what we had yesterday. If you look at the numbers right there, from 12% to 3%. Here is the guy we're talking about, the sheep there. That's what Franklin was talking about. And he gained about 3% right there, ton. And then OP. Let's look at the red guys, the losers for this morning. Can we have the slide for the losers, the top losers? All right, there you have it. So there you see Well, not looking too bad right there. I guess we can't be down all the time, but these are the guys that are on the red side this morning, and that's where we draw the curtains on the program. Business Morning. Thank you so much for being a part of 55 minutes of current and relevant business conversations. I'll see you in a couple of hours, 1:30 p.m. Business Incorporated will be here. But remember, you can always watch Business Morning at any time on our YouTube channels. That's YouTube.com/channels web. Then just look for Business Morning and watch it on Business Incorporated. I'll see you at 1:30. I'm Ini John Mekwa.